Hey everyone, in this video I picked a random free game on Steam to try out and review. And by saying random, I really meant I looked around until I saw something that was interesting because while my goal by doing this was to hopefully have some fun and enjoy a new game, I also wanted to make a video that's going to be entertaining. After the hours upon hours I spent searching for a game, I finally stumbled upon Your Adventure in all its beauty. And then I downloaded it. When I launched the game, I was welcomed by some super cozy 8-bit music, and I had the pleasure of listening to it while I figured out how to full screen the game. After I finished that, I went ahead and started the game. You can customize a lot in the way of your character, such as like appearance, combat type, weapon, name, and a lot more. I thought the customization piece was great, and I think it really added to the game as a whole. After picking everything, I named my guy Richie, as you can see right there, and I was on my way to start the game. My game started with a screen saying, "You have a message." After this, I was able to check my phone and see that the friend had sent me a text. He seemed pretty excited that we were going to the same school, and you can reply to him, but as far as I know, it doesn't really affect the game later on, so don't read too much into it. After that, I explored my room for a bit and found out that I could wash my hands. I did that a few times, and then with my hands feeling squeaky clean, I started my trip to school. I pulled up at the school and it was like, yo, these are the 3 people you've known forever. And then it introduces them and I never see them again. So I'm not going to even introduce them to you guys. Sorry. But it's all good because you go into the school and then you go into the basement and boom, you got new friends. First up, we got Christy. She can summon eggs. Very cool. Next up to bat, we got Finley. She's got some sick-ass prosthetic arms that come in super handy in fights. Last but not least, we got Damien, the dancing vampire. And this clip right here really speaks for itself. You got some cool dialogue here for a little bit. It's not really my thing, but there's some really clever stuff in there, and if you like these sort of games, definitely check it out. The squad finishes up talking, and then we make our way into the basement, the deeper basement, let me clarify that. But right here is sort of where a lot of the fights begin, and as you'll see, as soon as we enter the basement, boom, one gets started. The combat in this game is, I don't know, it's an RPG, you know? This is the first time I've really played a game like this, but I know there are people that really enjoy this sort of thing, so if you do, again, definitely check the game out. But for me, I personally enjoy first-person shooters more. Unfortunately, like I said, this was my first time playing an RPG sort of game, and because of that, I died. It didn't really bother me though because, you know, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm trying to enjoy a new game. I'm trying to step outside of my comfort zone. I didn't say that, but it's true, and you know, I encourage everyone watching this to do that every once in a while, whether it's something small like a new game or, you know, going up and talking to people that you've never talked to before. Just do whatever you can to step outside your bubble every once in a while. And it doesn't have to be all the time, but it's good and it helps you grow. So, yeah, life advice with Hudson. But back to the game. Valuable lesson, always save whenever you can. I was lucky enough to, you know, be sent back to the start of the game, and I wasn't that far, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But, you know, if you forget to save, and then you end up about to beat the game, and it's like, you die, you get sent back to the start, you might not be as lucky as me, so please save, guys. Please save. Fast forward, we do some stuff, we do some things, and Christy, she summons an egg, like I mentioned earlier, and then Finley had to hack a computer by playing an egg-themed video game. So that was also very neat. Very neat. The game ultimately led to a boss battle, and approaching the egg was one of the most frightening experiences of my life. But I wasn't allowed to be scared for long, because we instantly hopped into battle. It was my time to shine, and I knew that I could take down the egg. At first, it seemed impossible, but as the fight progressed, we got to the point of near victory. The egg was so low, all Damien had to do was just dance on him. He executed his moves perfectly, and we were granted a runny egg for our troubles. Then everyone went into a portal and lived happily ever after. Boom, bam, okay, That's the video. That's it. Guys, listen. This is a really cool game, and I encourage every single one of you to go check it out if you can. And if you're like, hey, I want to see more of this type of content, let me know. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll subscribe if you did enjoy. I definitely had a lot of fun making this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have an incredible day. Have an incredible night. Whatever you're doing, have it incredible. Okay, I'm going to stop talking.